hello, and welcome to More Than a Brand. This is our first time doing a podcast with two people in the home.
In
This is
person.
in person. This is, and I got
For both of
Patrice.
us.
Yes. So I have Patrice Brown here, what did I say about you? Abstract visionary.
That's what I said.
Yeah, the abstract visionary, master stylist, master colorist, master everything about hair. And what one thing I want to say about you, Patrice, and Kennedy's probably gonna come at me after this is over because she's upstairs, but Patrice is going to let you know that your hair is not right. And she is gonna educate you, but then when you leave, you're gonna look so much better.
I be trying to help the people. The get right is just to help.
The hell?
It's to help. It's to assist. Because sometimes they don't quite see the vision.
Mm,
They have a vision, but not that vision.
not the vision.
Not the vision.
What? Who would you say you were without all those titles?
Mm, gosh. We've talked about this before,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I do, besides my healed and healing,
Yeah.
I really believe that when my son gave me the abstract visionary, that was my thing.
That
That was the thing. I would say that is me healed and healing. Because I used to associate, like, I'm a mom, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a business owner. But those are all
Mm-hmm.
the things that I do, but not who I am.
Yes. I think we all do that, especially as women. Like that's we're so attached to I'm a mom, or for me I'm a soldier, or
Mhm.
but you never really take that time to get to know exactly who
Who you
you
are.
are. Yeah. Cuz there's so much noise.
And we do so much.
Yeah.
Because your list is long as well, man.
It
I
is.
don't even know how you manage. This way here, like, hats off to her. This way is amazing. The amount of stuff that I learned from her and what I've learned even before we press record here.
I'm
Oh,
learning. I'm always learning too, though.
always.
Always learning. I think because we have so much stuff going on,
Hmm.
you have to find those times where you can shut down all the noise.
Yes.
And we were talking about that earlier before we press record that I was like, I walk to the beach. It's 12 minutes, but I have to do it every morning
Mhm.
before I jump into the noise. Because I just go up there and I just look at the water. Nothing really much. It's not like it's huge. It's very small. But
That's enough.
it's enough for me. Like, let me get my mind right before I jump into the noise. So, how have you been healed and healing yourself?
Oh, child. Well, I've been starting out, so I don't get to walk to the water,
Mm-hmm.
or I have to play the water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing it in my ears. So I
Mm-hmm.
start out with meditation. So my meditation is given. I have upped it. At first, I was like 10 minutes is all I have.
Yeah.
And when I realized that I'm only giving myself 10 minutes, it kind of made me mad.
Yeah.
So I've upped it to about 45 minutes.
That is
I would
good.
do two different types of meditations. It's always guided because I still have my creative mind. So I do need
Mm-hmm.
voices sometimes to just guide me through whatever I'm feeling. And I choose that. But I had to change the amount of time that I was giving myself because I give so much to others
Yes.
in the day, like to the kids. I immediately was starting out with the dog. Who needs what? Clients gone.
Yes.
And I hadn't even taken a moment for myself to even think about what do I have to do for the day?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I would immediately jump into what
Jump
everybody
into
else needed.
yeah.
And then I was like, 10 minutes? That's all I gave
Out of the
myself.
whole 24.
Out of the whole 24, 10 minutes. So I was like, nah. But in the process, I started to like think about what is it, who am I
Yeah.
now? Because I have the bigger kids and they're about to
Yes.
leave me. So I better figure it out.
Yeah.
I better figure it out. I have the salon. Teaching is always something, but who am I outside of that?
Yeah.
And I've been in that, reading up on it, discovering like the shadow work. I've been doing a lot of shadow work, girl, and that stuff was, whew, y'all haven't.
Oh, shadow work.
Ooh, shadow work will come for you when you got to check you. When you got to check you, I've been taking ownership of me.
Mm,
And, oh, where could I be better? What could I do differently?
yeah.
I've been doing that for me.
I like that. That shadow work. So being from the South, me and my husband have these conversations about how you grow up so ingrained in the Bible, especially in the Bible Belt, North Carolina, in the thick of it. Um, and then especially our generation, we're starting to look at non-conventional.
Mm-hmm.
is the way people like to a little woo ways to figure out what feels good. And that could be hard trying to unlearn those things.
But if you use the words in the Bible to really do your shot, like they did tell you in there, like, hey girl, you know when you encounter the enemy, what's your
Yeah.
thoughts? It's in there, but how
Mhm.
do we use it to work on us?
Yes.
No, we just use it to define problems in others.
Mhm.
And
Oh, yes.
that would be the problem. I had to retrain that mind of like if there's a verse that hits you, like how do I apply that to me?
Mm.
Not what is told to me.
Yeah.
That changes the dynamic. More mimosas.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It does change the dynamic.
Of what you read and what you hear.
And what they preach to you, like,
Yes.
yeah,
So how do you receive it from your perspective?
versus what somebody else read and interpreted and said this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
And then what had happened was what had
I
happened
feel,
was I ain't listened. So I
yeah.
had to come back around again and how am I receiving it this time?
Yeah. What am I reading for myself
Yeah.
versus what somebody else is telling me? I like that. My there's a girl that is a lady that I follow, Ty Goodwin, I think is her name, and
Mm-hmm.
she's I think she's in her 50s, but she's talking about unlearning some of those behaviors and not being as judgmental. And this is not where I thought we was gonna go today. So
Just want to get together and something.
I did not think we was gonna
No.
go down this today, but she's talking about that unlearning, and she was like, when I don't want to mince her words, but she said something like when I was a Bible Christian, like
Mm-hmm.
just going to church. I think she said a church Christian or something like that. Then I was judgmental. I was like,
Ah.
they need to read more. Or they need, she was like, but then once I started unlearning some of those things and focusing on what I need to do and how these things affect me, and maybe the Bible does, like you said, it mentions crystals, it mentions different things, but
How do we use
how
it?
do we use it? So
Yeah. I'm unlearning some
yeah.
behaviors. I just think that you've learned things that you've experienced. How do you heal from it? Things that might have affected you. I mean, shoot, I've had trauma in the workplace.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, just the work. Like,
Yeah.
you just you like, you don't even think about home. You think about family. You're like,
Hmm.
what about at your job if you got your boss who stunts your growth
Yes.
or tells you like they don't want you to be great or grow, and then you're like, but I
Hmm.
need to grow, and how do you do that? And that's not overshadowing you. It's just shining over
Yeah.
here. And there had to be some unlearning when I went out on my own to say, like, hey, we don't want to do that.
Hmm.
I don't want to repeat those behaviors. I want to be
I
aware.
want to be
I
better.
think my healed and healing is becoming more self aware.
Mm.
I'm becoming more self aware. The clients teach me every day. When they come in with some foolishness, like I learn something every day.
Self
Every day
aware.
from a client. Don't do that
that
again. Every day.
that self awareness is, I think it's key, especially as an entrepreneur.
Mm,
And even with all the titles of mom, all the other stuff, but it's specifically as an entrepreneur, knowing what you can handle. Because I think at one point, I know at one point, I was just taking on all the things.
really?
Yeah, even if I didn't feel like it was aligned with what I wanted to do, I wanted to grow. So I need to do this, do this, do this.
Mm-hmm.
Have no boundaries. Answer the phone whenever. I had zero boundaries. Now I've gotten to the point where I won't answer. I'm not gonna answer after a certain time. You'll get. I might write that email, but it's gonna send out at 8 o'clock.
I feel like 2024, the key word there is boundaries.
Yes, but
Boundaries.
boundaries. What does that look like?
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
how are you? How are you? Have you changed your boundaries to
Yes.
2024?
Yes.
Yes.
I think I before I was a little too bit I was available,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I still think I am accessible,
Yeah.
but I'm not always available.
Yeah.
Like you can reach me
Mm-hmm.
and I'll reach out back out, but you won't get me where you
Yeah.
choose to get me.
Ooh.
So that's where the boundary are. I'm
Mm-hmm.
accessible, but you may not always reach me when you feel that you can. Because I mean, I've had clients like 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning to cancel an appointment that was 2 weeks away. Girl, I could have waited till 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
You could
Like, you didn't
have.
even need to send anything.
You could just didn't.
And my phone is never, so I'm not one who turns it on do not disturb.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go to sleep. And so I always left it on.
Yeah.
I still don't. But that was one of the things that, like, maybe I shouldn't be so available.
Yeah.
Um, it was always I've been more conscious of when I respond
Yep. Same here.
because I get off late. If I respond late, then they respond, and we have this conversation that goes 45 minutes in, and it's 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
night, and I
When you
haven't
supposed
even
to be
shut
shutting
down
down.
because I need to shut it down, right? Or I've started out answering before I even meditated.
Yeah.
So boundary said no.
But
We will give business hours
yes.
9 to, and it could be as late as like 7 or 8, but I try not to reach out too late.
Yeah.
I'll respond in the morning. It can wait.
It can wait.
It
There's
can wait. Is it an emergency? Nope.
no. At work, I have a friend, Jessica, and we've gotten to the point as I'm starting to, because my therapist was like, you need to start disassociating from the army. Like, you need to start detaching because it's gonna be rough. Like, you've been doing, I know you're ready, but this has been a big part of your life.
How many years?
It'll be 18 in October. So in roughly 24 months, I will be I'll be done. So she was like, for 20 years of your life at that point, this is what you've been doing for 20 years. And even if you're ready, even if like mentally like I'm ready to be done with this, that's a big chunk of time.
Really? More than half.
So what do you, she was like, what are you gonna have, you need to find one, gotta find something to do. Because you're gonna drive everybody crazy. 'Cause
I'm working on it.
yes.
The hobby outside of
Yes.
what we do.
That's what she
Um,
said. She was like, you have to find something. Not it doesn't have to be money making. It doesn't have to be. But it has to be something.
I'm about to do glass blowing or something crazy. I'm
Something.
about to be making all these martinis. Because I don't know what to do with myself. I'm going to be out there spinning and blowing. I don't know.
That's what she was like. What are you gonna do? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll take a class. I said,
Of what? What are you interested in?
I thought about learning how to do facials. I don't know if I would actually
Right.
give somebody a facial,
Facial.
but I wouldn't. I feel like that's because to me it feels like it's something calming. It's not like you don't rush a facial. Like you take your time. The person I always fall asleep. The person that's at ease and you're just doing your thing. And you don't really
Very
have to talk to
relaxing.
people.
I,
In the beginning, yeah,
I
but
think I have decided something that I thought about years ago. And I don't know if my body gonna match up with what I think in
mm-hmm.
my mind. Because this week, what I'm saying, like I have to talk to clients. I don't know if they're gonna come together. But what I was thinking, I want to do Latin ballroom dancing.
Oh,
Like I want to learn it. Like I want to have a number on my back. Like I want to be like a finger wave. I already got my hairstyle picked out, and I haven't
yeah.
even chosen a place to learn to dance.
Oh,
But what will my body say?
yeah.
Can we do that?
You just try.
I don't know. The thighs be
Yeah.
to pick up
The
a piece of
thighs.
paper. If I drop a comb, I have to. I'm praying on the way down.
Stop.
Can I
Say
get
no.
there? Can I get back up? And I'm talking about Latin ballroom dancing, but I feel like that might be something for me that I can do to be active. It could be fun.
Yes.
It's not nothing like I gotta do something that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
hair, fashion, makeup. Nothing.
Mm.
Like I want it to be nothing like what I do for work. Nothing. It can't be anything associated with that.
Hey, you can try. You all you can do is try. I'm
But you
not.
see me in a neck brace. I was Latin ballroom dancing because I tried it because I wanted to compete. I want to
Yeah.
like wear a number and I want to
Do the
fling
thing.
my hair. You see it? It's not.
Yeah.
I got visions of grandeur. So creative.
Yeah.
What fun.
But fun. I thought about it. Yeah, I went through facials. At one point, when young me was a bartender.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, it was
You
just.
already starting out though. I feel like you already got She's made this mimosa. I feel like she's already on her way to that one.
That would do
So how
young
much
me.
more alcohol would you make?
Um,
That could be fun.
yeah. I did it in college. I was at, but it was at a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
so it was contained. It was calm,
Yeah,
but I
that's
got
what
to
pretty calm. Meet some people.
meet some people. Most people was on business. It was near an airport, but Um, Young Me was a bartender, and I liked it.
And you're social too. Like I feel
But
like
my
you have
little
that
social battery will it'll shut
check
down.
out.
Yeah,
Be checked out. I don't know.
I can't do too many hours. I can do maybe like
Like
four,
pop in.
yeah, like 4 hours. That's about all you're gonna get. And then
I
I'm gonna
think
need
I'm
that.
gonna do Thursday this month.
Yeah,
Not check me next month.
yeah. Like that's all I got for you. It's 4 hours. I don't have
I
any
need
more.
4 hours this Thursday or this month, and I'll see you next month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that could be
My
fun. That
yeah,
could be fun. You get to be social.
yeah. You meet some. You learn some stuff.
Some people.
Yeah,
You see some people. That could be fun.
yeah.
I got too many things on my list of things that I do.
Mm.
I'm an officiant.
Oh yeah, you are an
Officiate
officiant.
weddings. What else am I gonna do? Like, I need not to add nothing else to
No.
the list. I need it to be fun.
Fun. Yeah, you need to do ballroom dancing. Something.
With a cute little outfit.
You gotta get a
I can do
partner.
that. I might be able to do it by myself. No, not by myself. They have to give me a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all hook me up with the right one? Like Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Like, I want you to connect me with the right one for me.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I hope I'm the right one for them. Because I'm coming in, I'm the entry person. They might
Yeah.
already know what they be doing.
Ballroom. So we'll see.
We'll
Ballroom
see.
dancing.
Challenge. You don't have that many months left to figure this
No,
out.
I
Or
don't.
to at least attempt to
Just
try.
try. Yeah. I have roughly 24 months to figure out
Congratulations.
what's next and how am I going to start. Because even if you're ready to leave something, you still have those feelings wrapped up in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still care about the people that I work for. I still care about the things that we make happen. But she was like, they gonna replace you, and you gonna be gone. So yeah, somebody, yeah, they will be here. The next person's already been picked, so I know they're coming to replace me.
Do you feel like it's hard for you to find that next thing in that arena that's not so like you were just saying, like, I mean, with work we always gonna be like, what's the next thing? We can plan it out. Like, hey, I need to do the podcast on
Yeah.
June, whatever, July,
Mhm.
August. I know which date. But for the fun stuff, why is it so hard to find something to do? Like, why is it like I gotta figure this out?
I don't know.
How do you think it's so hard? Because it's really hard.
It is. It's hard to. Yesterday was the first day in a long time. Me and Garland did not have anything planned to do. And so Kendi went and got her hair braided. So that's all day affair.
Mm-hmm.
So we dropped her off. It was like, okay, so what do we do? So we went across the Bay Bridge. We went to their Target because they don't have as many people as we have in our area. So they had more stuff. We ate lunch. We went to the outlets.
Just random.
We were just out, just
And for you to feel like that was an accomplishment, we were just
we outside. We outside. And but it was the first time in a long time we were just like, well, we gotta hurry up because Carter got taken out. Or we gotta hurry up because we gotta pick up Kennedy from dance. Or we gotta hurry up and do this. Like we had the whole 8 to 9 hours, which is we need to hit these things. When we hit them, we hit them. If we don't, we'll do them the next day.
It was straight of just no planning.
No planning.
I'm looking for that in my life. Like, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I was just trying to scroll through of when there isn't a plan of something.
Yeah. And it felt weird. I felt like I should have been doing something.
Do you feel like we should be planning that? No, not having anything to do time, like actually planning it in our schedules.
I think we should until we get to a point where it just comes naturally. I think
A lot of people know how to do that.
no, like, and it has to be small. Cause that yesterday I was just I was almost overwhelmed without knowing what to do.
Like, I don't have nothing.
But are you
I need
sure?
to look. Our Waze is my friend. I will be. Oh yeah. I guess we would have to begin to think about that.
Yeah, like what does that look
What does
like?
that look
Let me make
like?
sure we're still recording since my computer. Yep, we're still good.
What is that? What does that look like? I don't like this adult. This growing up is
Yeah,
rough.
it is rough.
As we get older, like we gotta figure out what to do
Yeah.
because we've been conditioned to do other things for so long. Like that's 20 years.
20 years.
When you think 20 years is more than half of your life, You have had something somewhere to be
Mm-hmm.
somebody else saying
Yeah.
to do.
What to wear, what to do, how you can wear.
And now you gotta figure out a whole new way.
Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I? And
That's
yours is a who am I?
yes. Who am I?
And your adult life.
Yes.
It's scary.
That is scary.
How do we go about it? Mimosas.
Who am I? 40 years old. I'll be trying to answer that question.
I feel
Who am
like
I?
you're gonna be asked that even be off.
Yeah.
Because that is the thing, like we, and especially once you become an entrepreneur, you
Mm-hmm.
are your business.
Yes.
Because that relies upon us to be great, to grow it,
Mm-hmm.
plan ahead, so it becomes, it consumes us.
Yes.
But yet the downtime is still like, I'm still thinking of something, I'm doing something, I'm working on
Mm-hmm.
something else.
Your
So
brain never shuts.
it's never shuts down.
Yeah.
Now we got, who am I?
Who am I?
This episode might be, who am I?
Who am I?
Who are you?
Who is anyone?
But I think that has been also a part of the
Healing.
healed and healing journey is, who am I? What am I
Yeah.
going to do? What do I like now?
So career wise,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself going right now? Now that you're healed and healing,
Ooh.
you have the podcast, the
Mhm.
salon. You can't get an appointment.
I want to, I want to grow right now. It would be growing the salon.
Okay.
It is going beyond me. It's training others because we're losing that professionalism in this industry. We are definitely losing it. We have a lot of stars, but not professionals.
Oh.
I know they want to take away a lot of the certifications and things so that we're not licensing, so you're not accredited to be able to do these things. They're like, hey, it's not that important. But no, it
Yeah.
really, really is because people are having a lot of hair loss right now, 20s, 30s, things like that because of craziness.
Mm-hmm.
People saying, I can do this because I've seen it somewhere or
I
I'm
watch
creative
YouTube.
enough, I can try it, or YouTube, and it may not work for them. But I see me growing the salon beyond where I am. That's where my mindset has been, is to expand
Okay.
because I want to go back to some of the things that are classic and combine them with the new.
Mm.
That's where my brain is. And I'm on that line of trying to figure out how is that going to look.
Yeah.
But I love like customizable beauty.
Mm.
But having that space for people to grow, be great. Bringing back some of the ways of the team environment because we lack that now. It's a lot of
Yes.
suites. People are so individualized or they're doing it at home. So that growth and that team effort isn't things. Everybody's like, I don't like to work with people. Why not? Why can't you work with people?
Yeah. You can learn
And you
more when you work
service
with
people.
people.
You
Yeah.
service people. So how can you not work with people? I think that's the most craziest statement ever.
Yeah. You
And I
got
hear it all the time, like, in the salon, it was just too much. Do you think it was you? Maybe,
maybe
sir,
you too much.
maybe it was you. It might not have been the environment, it might have been you. So I'm hoping to do that. Because it's time to come out of that box.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going. It's to come out of the box.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Your box was different. But my box is, we had two different
Yeah.
boxes, but we trying to break out the
Yeah, we're
box.
breaking. We're both breaking out of
Breaking
it.
out the box. In the midst of everything is the growing and finding out who we are.
Mm.
But expanding the salon to have more professionals, and if I could expose some of my knowledge to the ones that are coming who are already out, and we can kind of figure this thing out
Mm-hmm.
to make it make sense for the current time. I'm working.
I like that. I like that you. That's a that you want to expand to something more. And you know so much. How long you been doing hair? A long time. How long have you
Oh,
been?
20. Oh, my oldest now is 27. And so I measure based on the kids, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's rude. So I'm gonna stop there. 27. Oh my gosh. So at least it's been more than 20 years. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've taken in a lot. It is not just doing the same old things, but I learn something all the time, every day. There's always something new. Um, but it's really It's a crazy time. I've learned a
Mm.
lot. Ooh. And I share it all the time. That's the problem. I share it. I give it away. Like here,
You do
you
this.
have it. Yeah, this. Oh, you need some help with that? Like they do it at the salon, and it's like, dang, but I want to be able to help
Yeah.
more people, more people. Yeah.
What would you say to, would you say 10-year-old Patrice is proud of you?
Oh my gosh. Yes. And I'm gonna say this: that 10-year-old Patrice, I've been having to go back to her.
Mm.
Some of my podcast episodes was from my teenage years, like 10, maybe that 11 to 14.
Uh-huh.
Half of my podcast is something that I've thought about from then that is applying now.
Oh, so she proud.
She like, what? I'm finally
She's
using it,
like,
like
yeah.
to say it in that capacity. Like, one of the episodes, it was about, because sometimes I am the podcast is definitely very different than a salon, but it was
Hmm.
one, and I think I had mentioned in the podcast just about like, if you ask yourself like relationship wise or friendships,
Hmm.
people is can they and will they?
Mm.
And I said this as when I say I probably was a good 12 and a half when I said this, talking to my friends, like, being sassy, because I was
Yeah.
sassy of getting married. And I was like, look, I'm going to ask myself, can they and will they? Can they provide? And I used an example of like, if something happened to me, can
Mm.
they step up to the plate and make sure that we are good? And
Mm.
then I said, will they? Because somebody can have, they can do it,
They just,
but lack the will or want.
mm.
But then they have the will or the want, and they don't have the ability to really make this happen. And if you answer no to either, then you need not to be with them. And I'm having to apply that in my adulthood of
Mm.
like, can they or will they? It's a simple question.
It is.
It's so simple. And I was like, how does she even know that?
How did also?
You know that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other day I had to go back, hey girl, hey old Patrice, like I don't even know this. I'm repeating something that
Mm-hmm.
came from wisdom as through the years.
Can they or will they?
And man, will they? When we think about friendships,
Yes,
but when you
friendship.
apply, when you ask that of others, will you do it? So you have to check you in the
Mm-hmm.
situation. So if I'm in a situation with you and I'm saying like, hey, do I ever want to do it?
Yeah.
And if I don't, why not? Why would I not want to do that for somebody I care about? Do I really care?
Yeah.
You better check you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm not showing up as the can they or will they, why
Why
not?
not? I
So it
can
goes
support
both
you.
ways. It was something so simple, but I believe that they are proud. And they was like, girl, we've been prepping you for this now. Girl, I be. I just wait for you to catch up.
Yeah.
I feel like
Can
it's a
or
reversal in
will
my life
they?
right now. Can they or will they?
I like that. Especially lately, I went through. Nobody really talks about friendship breakups.
Me too. Girl, friendship breaking up. How was it for you?
It's it's almost worse than like a romantic.
Is.
Nobody talks about friendship breakups and the emotional toll because that sometimes that person that you would talk to, if you would call on for certain things, or even if it's just a vent, it was like, dang,
No, I can't call you no more.
well, what am I supposed to do?
And the new friend can't get the old
Because
one.
no, because then I gotta
Yes.
catch you up.
That's, and I don't know if I trust you yet.
Yeah,
You're still new.
and I'm still sad.
Yes, and I'm still sad. I don't know. I do you think it's do you think the loss of friendships is because you've grown into somebody different? What happens?
I
It's just been happening lately.
Yeah, I think it's because you grow into somebody different, and for my situation, I think that person never grew into
Mm.
they like I'm maturing, but you're not.
Ah,
So now when we're both immature, we was on the same page, so it didn't matter. But when it gets to a point where I'm in this space and you're in a different space, and there's no love lost, I still hold your secrets, but I'm just not in that space anymore, and I can't support the space that you're in right now because I know better now.
yep.
I know better, so I have to do
If you
better.
ain't get it,
Yeah,
you ain't get it.
yeah, I get it.
If you don't get it, you don't
Get
get
it.
it.
It's okay. You don't know better, but
But
I do.
friendships, that has been a part of the healed and healing process.
Mm.
like things have shifted. The people in my life have shifted, like who you connect with,
Yeah.
like it looks different and it's looking foreign.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when I say healed, like I have reached a level, but I'm still in process. Girl,
Yeah.
I'm still three dots. I'm loading.
Yeah.
Like I'm still loading because I don't know. Because you'll be like, you think you get to this level and bam, like, hey, this friendship
Yeah.
ended. And I'm talking about some of these things are abrupt where I'm like, cool. And
Mm-hmm.
what I've realized is that um when I miss it, you mourn it. You're
Yeah.
in a space of mourning,
Yes.
but it also feels peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not disruptive mourning.
No.
It's like, oh, but I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I got from it what I needed, and now I'm gonna leave it where it is.
Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm just
Nothing.
it is what it is.
This week my word would be like leading with love because
Mm-hmm.
I don't go into things with ill intentions. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even think about nobody. Like
Yeah.
if that's you, you gonna show me.
I'm
But I
figuring it
don't
out.
lead with ill intent ever. Because why would I do that? Because that affects me.
Yeah.
But as long as I know that I lead with love, I leave with love.
Mm.
So I'm leading with it, but I lead with the same type of love. I
Yeah.
leave it where it is. And I know that I don't have to talk to you again, but I don't have to say anything.
No.
And that's new. Girl, I'm glad I'm not alone because I was like, dang, that was abrupt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Yes.
abrupt.
What? What? We're not friends. Okay.
Yeah. I had a friend who was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm like, did you just tell me to get out? Yeah, I was like, that's so weird, girl. Like,
Yeah.
weird. But I was like, but when it happened, there was a shift in the dynamic that
Mm.
I probably needed to see.
Yes.
And I was like, I got it. I know that I didn't
Mm-hmm.
do anything that was mean.
Yeah.
Whatever that energy was, it was our time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it was still like, dang, we used to chat about all this
Yeah.
stuff. We could hang out and it was easy. Now I gotta start over.
Mm-hmm.
And to start over, people are weird.
People are weird. People are
Cause
weird.
it's and I find like they're weirder because it's like, are you even healed? Are you still healing? Are you loading? Are you even in that
Yeah.
category?
You're unaware of.
Because some people aren't self-aware.
Mm-hmm. That for my particular situation, it was I have done so much inner reflection and always going back and like, how could I did this, done X, Y, and Z better,
Mm-hmm.
and that person was not in that.
That's
That let me reflect. Like if somebody if I'm gonna own my shit, I need you to own yours
yeah.
too.
Please and
But
thank
if
you.
you're not able to own it, I can't. We can move past it if you owned it, but you gotta own that self reflection. But sometimes it's you.
And when it's me, I'll be like, oh, that was me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have had a Snickers.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know what I'm
like,
saying?
that wasn't my best moment.
That wasn't.
Mm-mm.
I could have did something different.
Yes.
But I've been more self-aware ahead of time, not after.
Yeah.
That's it's not the after. Like
Mm-mm.
it's been more of ahead of time, like, hey, maybe my energy might be a little off. I
Yeah.
need to get me together before I
Before I get to that point. But if you're not doing that, that's when you had them breakups.
it's the growing up. We growing up.
Growing up. Never stop growing up.
You never stop. But why is that me uncomfortable?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? This
And
I like we should be coasting
I
easy.
know. I was telling so me and Kennedy, we was talking about going to college in 20s, 30s, and I was like, in your 20s, you're gonna have fun. That's what you're gonna do.
It's
You're gonna
fun.
be out there doing whatever you wanna do.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. I said, you gonna feel like, well, I'm about to be 30, I should have my life together. You not.
No.
You you're
You
not.
gonna be closer to 40 and you be like, I still don't have it together. Why
Together.
don't I? Because I'm closer to 40.
Yes. I said, then you get to 40, it ain't all the way together. But then you're gonna start getting that, well, I don't really care what y'all think about me. Care what y'all think
Okay.
about me.
Mm.
I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm trying to be better. So if y'all don't like it, so be it. And that's
I
we had them breakups.
but I and it is. I'm not where I used to be.
Yeah.
So don't put me back there. I'm
Yeah.
not there. So I ain't revisited her.
No.
But who I am now, do you know me now?
Mm.
And I think some of